What's up YouTube, it's your boy JC Reaction. I'm back with another video. Today's video I'll be reacting to NBA overrated players. And as you see here, I'm happy because when I saw my subscribe button, I saw 90 subscribers. I was like, already? And we're almost to that 100. And shout out to my shout out to my boy, bro, Arrow. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Shout out to you. And I hope you like this video. And I hope you subscribe. Let's get right into it.
Welcome to Mixtape Videos. Over the past few weeks, we've let our viewers vote on who they thought were the most overrated players in NBA history. The results are in, so let's see what the viewers said. By the way, we can't stress enough that these are the viewer rankings, not our rankings. So while we'll try to present arguments as to why each player is overrated, we can't say that we necessarily agree with the votes, though we do agree for most of them. Okay, let's get started. Number 10, Steve Francis.
Oh, yeah, people used to say he was
known as
selfish.
Steve Franchise, Francis created a lot of hype during his NBA career. And for good reason. He made all the best highlight reel plays, crossing up defenders and dunking ferociously. During his best season, he averaged about 21 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal. However, he shot below 42% from the field and only 32% from the three-point line. That season, the Rockets were 28-54, were 20th in offensive rating, and dead last in defensive rating. In his time with Houston, they made the playoffs just once, and were nearly swept out of the first round in that series. He was known to be a selfish player who couldn't shoot, pass, or make good decisions. His bad attitude led to his being traded several times, cut a few times, and eventually just fading out. Number 9, Alonzo Mourning. A legend in Miami, Alonzo Mourning is usually the only player New Age bandwagon Heat fans can name outside of Dwayne Wade. Whether or not you view him as overrated, it really depends on which part of his career you look at. His first 8 seasons in the league so consistently averaged around 20 points and 10 rebounds to go along with 3 to 4 blocks per game. The last 7 years of his career, however, he averaged around 7 or 8 points and 5 to 6 rebounds per game. So, I guess if you were a younger fan and always heard about the legend of Alonzo Mourning and then saw him average 8 points and 5 rebounds, you'd probably think he was overrated. Hey, I said we would try to present arguments as to why each player is overrated, but we don't have to like it.
Ooh, get that out of here.
Number 8, Baron Davis. If you take a quick look at Baron Davis' numbers, you may think, hey, nearly 10 years averaging 20 points, 8 assists, and 2 steals. I'll take that. But a closer look will show you that he also averaged 3 turnovers, barely shot 71% from the free throw line as a guard, and shot below 41% from the floor for his career. He had several seasons where he didn't even reach 40%. That's Allen Iverson bad. On top of that, he shot...
This girl better shut up. Did you just say Allen Iverson bad? Oh my gosh.
Only 32% from the three-point line. Now you may think, well, 32%, okay, he just wasn't a good three-point shooter. Nothing wrong with that. True, but the problem is that despite shooting only 32% on threes, he shot 5 threes per game, and had several seasons where he shot 7 or 8 threes a game. Davis had some incredible highlights, but those really just hide the truth. He simply wasn't a very good NBA player. Number 7, Stephon Marbury. At this point, you're probably noticing a trend. Guards who score a lot but inefficiently and who are bad teammates. Stephon Marbury averaged about 20 points per game, but on 43% shooting. Like Baron Davis, he was also a bad three-point shooter and shot far too many considering his struggles in that department. On top of that, he had a huge ego and was known not just as a coach killer, but a team killer as well. It got so bad for Marbury in New York that the team, not being able to trade him, simply dismissed him. At this point, probably everyone knows the real Stephon Marbury, and no one would overrate him, but there was a time when some said he was the best point guard in the league, and gave him contracts paying out $20 million a year.
$1 million a year. Dang.
Number 6, Derek Fisher.
My. Do you just say Derek Fisher's overrated?
Of the NBA, Derek Fisher hit some big shots and won a lot of rings. The way people talk about him, you'd think he was Magic Johnson out there, running the Lakers offense to perfection. It's true, Fisher wasn't really bad at anything. He made few mistakes and made the shots he needed to make. But with career averages of 8 points, 3 assists, and
Yo, this girl's really starting to piss me off. Cause she acts like she could do better. Like,
1 steal, it's hard to say he was crucial to anything the Lakers did. He was always calm and collected and showed up when he needed to, but come on. Kobe and Shaq would probably have won those rings even without Fisher's 8 amazing points. Look at it this way. If he didn't play for the Lakers, would people even talk about him? Probably not.
Yeah, I'll give her that.
Number 5, Kevin Garnett.
I'm sleep. Did you just say Kevin Garnett is overrated?
If you're a long-time subscriber to the channel, or if you got really bored one day and watched all of our videos, and I mean really bored, then you probably know that we agree with this one. Kevin Garnett is overrated. Most fans and analysts rank him as one of the top 3 power forwards of all time. Some even say 1 or 2, which is just ridiculous. Yes, he's passionate and an emotional leader, but what did he lead his team to? He and the Timberwolves were eliminated from the first round of the playoffs 6 years in a row. It's funny people bash Dirk for supposedly not making any deep playoff runs, when that's actually what happened to Garnett. In order to win a ring, he had to join up with 2 other players who both averaged over 25 points a game the previous years. Once he joined an elite team, gone were the days of 20 and 12. He averaged around 16 points and 8 rebounds for the Celtics. We're talking Chris Bosh from Toronto to Miami kind of stuff. Kevin Love from Minnesota to Cleveland.
He was a good defender.
Great players when no one else is competing for those points and rebounds, but when they have talent around them, they're simply really good role players. Number 4, Scottie Pippen.
Oh my gosh! You just said Scottie Pippen is freaking overrated? Are you gonna put Michael Jordan next?
Again, if you've been watching our videos, you know we agree with this one. Pippen's legend is no doubt due to the extra attention he got from playing with Jordan, and he was a great sidekick. Would Jordan have won without Pippen? Probably not, but let's put some perspective on that. LeBron didn't win without Bosh, but that doesn't make Bosh a top 10 player of all time. Duncan didn't win without Parker, but again, we don't over-glorify Parker for that. Bird had McHale, but we don't count them as equals. The point is that while the sidekicks were helpful, we keep them in their place as important role players and highlight what the true leader of the team did. It should be the same with Pippen. Now, if you want numbers to back this up, watch the full video where we show why we think Pippen is overrated. There should be a link in the video somewhere, probably one of those annoying pop-ups that everyone closes. Number 3, Derrick Rose. First off, we're not going to talk about the injuries. While it does cause problems, it's not Rose's fault, so we won't bring that up. The problem with Rose is that he's a one-dimensional player in more ways than one. He's not a great passer or floor general. He's an okay defender and rebounder. His forte is scoring. The problem is that even in his one area of expertise, he's limited since he's not a great jump shooter. He relies heavily on athleticism and driving to the basket. His MVP year, he was amazing, but we haven't seen that same level of play from him since that year. He's played 66 games since then and has averaged around 15 points and 5 assists on 37% shooting. Can he be the player he was his MVP season, which was 4 years ago, by the way? It's possible, but unlikely. Chances are, it's time to stop talking about Derrick Rose as an MVP-type player. Number 2, Kobe Bryant.
Oh my gosh. Yo, she wants me. Oh my god. Calm down. Calm down. Try not to get mad. my gosh.
Kobe is a top 10 player, but there are those who say he's the greatest player of all time, or maybe second only to Jordan. He's great, but not that great. We ranked Kobe at number 10 on our list of the greatest players of all time, so you can get an idea of how we feel about him.
If you rank Kobe top 10 of the greatest of all time, why would you put number 2 at overrated?
Here's the thing, if you look at stuff like win shares, PER, points per game, offensive rating, etc., which we do because we like numbers, Kobe ranks in the top 20 in just about everything. But he's top 10 in just a few of those categories, whereas guys like Wilt, Kareem, Shaq, Magic, and so on are top 10 in several categories. So Kobe has 5 championships, which helps his cause, but statistically, he just doesn't stack up to those who we rank above him. Number 1, Michael Jordan.
Are you serious? You put the greatest of all time. Number 1 is overrated? Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, we got nothing for this one. I mean, there's pretty much no way we could make an argument for Michael Jordan being overrated and then sleep soundly tonight. People say it was the media hype or that he was surrounded by great players, that's why we all think he was the greatest of all time. Well, maybe he got so much media hype because he was so good. I mean, it's not like he played for the Lakers or Knicks. Did he have a great team? Well, yeah, that's why they won. Duh. You don't play 1-on-5. Now, it's true that Jordan wasn't perfect. He wasn't a great three-point shooter and averaged a pretty high amount of turnovers for several seasons. We'll give you that. But he's still the greatest player of all time, even with his flaws.
Why would you put him number 1 overrated?
There you go. Those are the fan results. So what do you think of the list?
I can't watch this no more. Great. I'm so glad that's done. Because this actually made me kind of mad. This will actually make other YouTubers mad too. Some of the greatest players of all time, you put them as overrated. Well, I hope you liked this video. I hope you like to subscribe. JC Reaction. Peace. I'm out. See you next time.